Hey friends, Charles from The Gentleman's Journey here. Guys, in this video, I built this bushcraft shelter by hand in the snow up here in Colorado. It snows off and on all day long. We got a fire going, we're cooking a good meal, and spending the night. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. Well friends, we are back on adventure, guys. In this video, we are backpacking in. I have my little lunch, and we're building a bushcraft shelter. So the snow wasn't supposed to start till tomorrow, but check it out, guys. It's a winter wonderland up here in the Rockies. So in this video, there's no tent, no tarp. If I'm gonna make it till the morning, I have to build a really good shelter. Got my saw, my axe, and I am ready for this. So I found it, friends. The spot I'm gonna set up, those two aspens right there, are gonna be the back of my shelter. And I'm gonna have two sides and a roof. It's all gonna come together in this video. Friends, I thought I'd take this quick moment to update you on the progress. So guys, I have the back wall all the way done. I have the side wall almost done. We've started on this side wall, Seen me pounding in these stakes, if you will, these spikes. Guys, I have the bed started, have these logs up front. That way, that will make it pretty much level, even though we're on a hill. The wind did shift a couple times, so it's kind of hard to build it where the wind's gonna be, but I plan on having a fire right here tonight. I'm gonna get the 2 walls done, get the roof on, and then get some of these pine boughs on the roof to try to keep as much snow from coming in as possible. So I think I got my last board on this wall. So I'm gonna tie this off for good. This is just some little camping twine from Walmart. It's not quite paracord, and this stuff is strong. I'm putting a lot of pressure on here. So I should be done with all the walls, the side walls and the back wall. Now ready for the roof. All right, friends, here goes the first roof piece of my first bushcraft shelter. How cool. Awesome. So up here is where I'm getting all my dead stuff. Look at it. It's just everywhere, friends. If there was a fire, you'd have so much ground fuel. But there's the shelter from the back. Look out there, just a sea of perfect bushcraft shelter building wood. That's a start. So I just got the last roof piece on. Woo! I'm winded, guys. So I'm gonna start filling in some of the cracks on the roof and put some of these pine boughs on there. I did have to tie off this end right here because I didn't have my stakes holding it on this end. Well, I guess I could tie this end off too, but oh man, this is fun. I tell you what, I have my Redmond relight and my chomp stick. I'm a creature of habit. If you guys have been watching back the channel for some time, you know I usually set up the tent and then take a break. Well, set up the tent, friends, and now I'm taking a break. So I got to get more bed length poles. They were either long enough to be the top or too short over here to not do much of anything. So I am going to build a boundary right across here of sticks to kind of reflect the fire back at me. What do you think, guys? Get some pine branches down, my sleeping pad. Oh yeah. Maybe nothing, and I just take a nap. I better get up. I better get up before I take a nap. Walter, come here, buddy. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing, Walter? Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey. Hi, Walter. Walter? How did you get up here? We're 45 minutes from the house. Walter? Did the mom take you, maybe? Let's go see the mom. Let's go see her. Well, friends, we're less than an hour from the house, and let's face it, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. So I had my wife and my niece came up to say hi and see the shelter.
Hi. I'm so winded.
Yeah. And I've hiked this 600 times today with all those logs.
Wow. That's amazing.
Oh, Walter. You guys love Walter so much that I knew you couldn't have a video without Walter.
That's a bed. Look at your bed. You got a storage under your bed. It's elevated and everything.
My first couple branches.
That's crazy.
Walter, are you helping build the shelter? Oh, good boy. Here, just put that on the roof somewhere. Walter's so cute. Come here, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Oh my god.
Bye, Walter. Be good boy. Well, guys, thanks for coming.
It's too cold.
Not sure why you don't want to stay. Alright, friends, I gotta go finish that roof. I showed them another campsite when I did the Megahorn 3. I did the Malhar 2 over there, so these are other videos that you guys can go check out. But got a lot of work ahead of me. I gotta get that roof finished up, and these guys are gonna get going. So I got a hot chocolate out of the deal. Not too bad. So I had them grab a couple branches. We hiked up to the top. Check it out. It's already keeping the snow out. I'm actually feeling pretty good about the roof right now. So I got all these guys. I'm gonna do my bed. That way I can start thinking about putting my mattress on there, my sleeping bag. But while I'm under there, I'm gonna be looking for cracks or weak spots in the roof. I'm gonna say that is a proper pine bough bed, friends. I can't believe it. I've dreamed about sleeping on something like this, and tonight it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna put down my air up mattress, my sleep pad, and then I got 2 sleeping bags. I don't expect the fire to do a lot for me. I'm gonna be depending more on my sleep system and of course the shelter. Already 2 GoPro batteries down, so got those charging over there. I got some more pine boughs because my head's gonna be over here, so I'm gonna see if I can stop as much wind and snow coming through these cracks as possible. I wish you guys could smell this coming through the camera. There is literally no better smell, guys. Now you could go crazy finding all the boughs in the whole forest and cover this thing, but it's only a one-nighter and I got so much to do. So we gotta start prioritizing stuff. Time to start a fire, guys. I'm just feather sticking a few little sticks here to get some dry stuff. All this stuff has been wet and dry today. Now check this out, guys. I just built this. I'm gonna have a video coming out of it. It's my little DIY ditty bag. Put the Gentleman's Journey stamp on there. And this has all my fire starting stuff. Now I'm gonna have one of these little bushels right there. Love those things. Check out this little pouch I made just for my ferro rod. How cool is that? You could hang it on your bag. All kinds of goodies in there, friends. I got all kinds of stuff ready to go over here. So I've done a video on all this gear right here, but that Gransfors Brooks axe, this Morkniv knife, and this Agua Burrell 24 is the ultimate backcountry fire processing kit. Now I've kitted out this little fire starting kit. Friends, I think I could say on some authority, that's the right kit. So make sure and watch back that video, guys, because I've assembled just the A-team right there. So this today proved it. I mean, here we are. I built this entire shelter with that saw and that axe, and now I've used the knife just to get my fire started. Guys, it's the kit. Make sure and check out that video. Now I got a fire going so I can finally get lunch. I had some stew last night. I'm gonna have some stew for lunch now, and we'll see if I still get dinner. It's actually dinner time. I skipped lunch, so we'll see if I end up having dinner or not. But so this is a homemade stew right here, guys. I put it back in the jar of the bone broth. I moved my firewood pile from over there a little bit more sheltered over here. I ended up cutting down 2 dry standing dead trees, and that's what that is. So that's just 2. There's a lot of stuff out here that's been laying on the ground, but guys, let me tell you, it's wet. So if you check out the fire, you'll see a lot of smoke. I have a mix of some stuff that was on the ground and some of this. I've been splitting some wood and putting that on there as well, but fire really doesn't like the wet wood. And to be honest, it doesn't like logs as much as it likes split wood. With the logs, it tends to have a lot more smoke. So my dinner's almost ready, friends, and I have my drink. I brought this on a video with my buddy, then he brought some root beer instead. So I have this orange mango and lime culture soda pop, and we'll see if it's any good. That's after I move this guy It finally started boiling. All right, back to the pop. I heard some turkeys not too long ago, and it might be the same batch of turkeys I heard from a different video when I was camping down the hill. Whew. I don't know if I like the lime kick or not. But I'll tell you what, anything up here, little taste of the regular world, if you will, is just all right. So I'm gonna kick back and have my stew and my little soda pop and watch this beautiful snow fall down in front of me. You know what, friends, while I'm sitting here and gotcha, I thought I would ask you to subscribe. I'm out here building bushcraft shelters in the winter, doing everything I can to make YouTube my main thing. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, and hit the bell so that you get notified every time one of my videos comes out, I would appreciate that. That would mean the world to me. Oh, that's good. That's hot, and that's good. Cold out there, hot in here. Man, I could go for a good 2 or more pots of this stew. Man, this was good. So no dinner. That's gonna be it for me. Guys, I gotta go chop another tree or two down. There's so much standing deadwood here, and that is the stuff that is gonna be the key for me tonight. I do want to keep a fire going, so I might be feeding it all night long, waking up, doing that thing. Not even so much to stay warm, but I don't want to have any bear encounters, so I'd rather have a fire going tonight. So we'll see if that ends up happening, but at any rate, I'm going to chop down a tree or two. So this little guy right here would be a really great option. This one right here is another dead one, standing deadwood. These two, you got this guy right here, dead, and then that little one right there, dead as well. These ones are really, really dead. These actually burn quite a bit nicer because they're a little younger. But these have been standing there for some time. Look at the difference up close. See how there's just no bark? It's done. Well, this guy over here, you can still see has the bark on it. This guy over here, again, the bark is starting to peel off. So you can see how things change as they stand here dead for a while. Here's this guy. All you gotta do is just push it over. These guys, he's done. There's another one. That fire's looking a lot better. Kind of funny because now I'm done eating and there's not as much smoke coming in there. But I put basically all dry wood on there, and that is a great looking fire. So in lieu of showing you guys me cutting all these up, I'll just show you a before and after. So there's the wood pile before. So that's what 2 little trees looks like. It's coffee time, guys. I got my little cup here and my pour over. Find a nice little spot on the fire for that to go. Stuck my honey over here because it has completely froze. I've often done instant coffee or hot cocoa, and I'll tell you what, guys, on a night like this, for some immediate gratification, I think that would have been a good idea. Well, it's about 40 degrees right now in my shelter, whatever that means because the front's open. So I don't know if any of this heat is coming in much because I've been sitting on the front. I moved that thermometer to the back of the shelter. It was kind of right here by me, so I'm gonna try to get a reading over there. I'm curious, I'm gonna move it outside in a little bit. In terms of me, I got the fire going, so I'm sitting right by it. The problem with that, guys, is I built the shelter a little too low, and honestly, it would have took a couple more hours to build these walls any higher. There's all kinds of different shelters and stuff, so I am beyond impressed with this, guys. If this is what I can do in a couple hours, you know what? Give me a chainsaw, give me a couple days, maybe give me a buddy to help, and I think this is starting something really exciting on the channel. So make sure and subscribe. You might be seeing more shelters just like this. Friends, I am beyond jazzed about this shelter. So, you know, for the most part, it's made for sleeping. So when I get in there, I got more than enough headroom and everything to sleep. So I'm gonna be good, but I'm having to sit in front of the shelter. I actually made the bed almost like the size of a double. If you really look at it, look back at earlier footage from today, I made the bed really big so I could sit on the front, then my mattress could be on the back. But at any rate, guys, I got my coffee and I got it dialed in tonight. This is delicious coffee. I don't know if it's just the atmosphere or what, but I got a little treat too. I have this caramel, Hershey's caramel. These are for when you're doing s'mores. No s'mores tonight, but got the chocolate. I saved that for now because if you know chocolate, it'll give you a really good high and then you'll crash. And I needed all the energy I could get today. So luckily I had a good breakfast. I had my eggs and bacon, but I'll tell you what, guys, this kicked my butt. I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. So I moved this to the back of the shelter and we are at 29 degrees. All right, so I moved it outside, guys. We're gonna go down to the car and take all the food away. So this little pile right here, I'm gonna take to the truck. When I get back, I'll take another temperature reading to see what it's outside. I looked on the weather and it's supposed to get down to like 26 tonight. All right, check out the truck. It is snowed over, man. Not bad, but pretty cool. All right, guys. So I put the honey away. That's probably the most important. We all know how bears like their honey. I let the fire get pretty low before I went down there. So I'm gonna get it romping and stomping and then stand back and take a photo. I post these kind of shots on the Gentleman's Journey Instagram. In the meantime, we'll get a check on that temperature. So right now I'm seeing about 24 degrees. Yeah, I'll leave that out there tonight. I plan on getting up pretty early. We'll see how that goes. And I'll get another temperature check in the morning. A lot of people know my channel because I do a lot of boot reviews. Guys, these ones here are my gym green boots, hiking boots, and I have been putting them through their paces. So I'm gonna kind of talk about them a little bit on each video as I wear them. But a full day of work like this, guys, I can't tell you how great they are. They're gonna be cold in the morning. I'm down to my socks and crawling in my sleeping bag. Whew. All right, friends, so I am tucked into bed and that was quite the process, let me tell you. I'm in 2 sleeping bags. I'm on my sleeping pad, the Xbed 7R. Got a link to all this stuff, friends, in the description, but I'm on top of pine boughs. There's no link in the description of pine boughs. You got to go out and get those yourself. On top of a raised platform that I made myself. So this is pretty cool, guys. Last time I was fully exposed like this, I was in Alabama and it was a lot warmer over there. So I'm gonna have to sleep with the GoPro and my cell phone and all that stuff inside the sleeping bag. As you guys know, I got to see my wife today, but I did call her already again and had phone service and we got to pray together. Friends, it's Good Friday right now when I'm recording this. So if nobody's ever told you, Good Friday is the day that Jesus gave his life for us. And he is real and he did rise again 3 days later. And he finished all the work on the cross so that you and I could have redemption and be with him in paradise. So I encourage you guys to press into him. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Got a lot to do in the morning and we're gonna end up tearing this whole shelter down. So all this work is coming down in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. Whew, this was a wild one. Check out my sleeping bag. It is covered in snow. There's definitely some gaps in my roof, but we made it the night, and that's what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna get up and tear this shelter down and get out of here. Look at that. Oh man. Well, guys, it's hard to believe I'm tearing this thing down, but look at the snow coming, man. I'll tell you, this is gonna be wild. They say leave no trace, so that's what I'm gonna do. But this was a really fun one. I slept good the second half of the night. The first half, I think my body was just aching. I had a fire going, and the smoke would just waft in there. And so I don't know if my lungs were hurting or what, but sometimes when I work really hard and breathe heavy at high elevation like this all day long, you know, my chest kind of hurts. So honestly, the second half, I slept so good, and that's why it's 7:30 and I just woke up. I woke up a little bit before that, maybe 6:30, looked out, saw the snow, knew the work I had to do, and I was like, nope, I'm putting this off for an hour. So here we are, guys. I'm gonna start by walking this stuff down to the truck. I got my bag. I got everything, actually. I got my sleeping mat, my sleeping bags, but when I start hooking that wood around, I just want to be done. So I really don't need anything up there. So I'm gonna take this down to the truck real quick. Almost there. Wow, look at that. Quite a bit different from last night. Boy, oh boy. Well, I guess in hindsight, I could have left a bottle of water, but at any rate, guys, take your last look at this shelter. And there it is, friends. Another one bites the dust. So friends, if you like stuff like this, check back the channel. We got all kinds of adventures all across the states and many more to come. Plenty of stuff worth subscribing for. So make sure and hang back, guys. Hit the bell. You'll get notified when the next video comes out. Friends, from adventure to the next adventure, be blessed.